Hey, what's up everyone? Bit Me Some back with another Hbar video. So in today's video, we have a very important video that we're gonna get to today. There's a few things I've found out in the since last night. Stayed up late finding out some new targets and things like that. So yeah, I definitely don't want to miss this video. So it's definitely some important information, and so yeah, we'll just jump right into it. I don't want to scare anybody, but let's just jump right into it. It's actually a good thing for Bitcoin, but maybe a bad thing for Hbar. So just have that in mind. All right, so current price right now is 1965. So we need to break 1969 for us to start moving up again. As you can see, we are working our way up little by little. So if this red candle closes underneath this, pretty much this trend that we're forming, then we could be coming down, but we need to start pushing up above 1969 to start seeing this higher pricing. Okay, so in a chart that I was doing, it was Bitcoin or Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and not versus, it's just like Ethereum backed by Bitcoin, so they're pretty much correlated with each other. So what happens with that chart is that what it told me is that Bitcoin is going to be more dominant than altcoins in the next few days, if not week or two. So I'm getting on a chart, I'm getting May 3rd is going to be the top for Bitcoin. But then that means if Bitcoin is dominating altcoins, then if $100 million goes into crypto, most of that money is going to go into Bitcoin because it's more dominant than every other coin. Because people are scared of everything else, but they're confident in Bitcoin. So what that pretty much says is that, and this is why also I could be getting in my chart that Hbar could be, it might not be pumping as high as we think. So if Bitcoin pumps 10%, Hbar won't do 10% because it's not as strong as that. So it might go up, but it might only do 5% or something. So it just, like I said, the money's going to start getting spread out, but most of it's going to go into Bitcoin. From that chart I'm getting, from the Bitcoin dominance chart that I have, it's saying that Bitcoin is going to dominate Ethereum, and Ethereum is one of the main altcoins. So if Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins, and that means, like I said, more money's going into Bitcoin. Oh, and what do you guys know? Exactly as I'm telling you this, 1988 is the current price. We just pumped up right now with literally right now from 1969 we just pumped up to 1985. And this is where I'm saying though is that we need to keep working our way up, and from a few charts that I have, it's looking like we need to move up, and we're going to move up. So I just want to actually show you guys this is only for my my Hbar viewers. I did make a Bitcoin video. It might not go in depth into what I'm talking about, but you want to check out that Bitcoin video. If you guys want to see something crazy, I don't mean crazy, I mean as in exciting for Bitcoin, go watch that Bitcoin video. But because I have the most loyal Hbar viewers ever to exist, I'm going to show you guys this exclusive chart I just came up with last night. So you guys are definitely going to be the first ones to see this. So the reason why I know there could possibly be a pump, this is on Bitcoin, by the way. If you guys were, and if you haven't liked or subscribed yet, you're going to definitely want to subscribe. You don't want to miss this, because like I said, in this next few weeks, we're going to find this top, and then we're going to also find the next bottom. So we haven't missed yet. So if anybody's been subscribed since the beginning, then you know for sure I've been calling it, and I feel like this might be my next call. So if you guys remember, on March 4th, I had a video that was also saying, let me just show you guys this so you guys understand what I'm talking about. So a while back, March 4th, I made a video, or March 3rd, I made a prediction. It was before March 3rd, actually. I made a prediction saying on March 3rd will be the top. Pretty much saying that March 3rd will be the top. So if you guys notice in this video right here, let's see, where is it at? Bitcoin right here. So this video directly, the video directly right here in the middle, right here that's changing, it says on the thumbnail itself, very important Bitcoin chart, next major move March 2nd. And this is, if you go back, this date is on February 28th. I made this video suggesting this. And if you guys notice in the description, I put 2 days away from March 2nd, so the next move would decide. So I was saying March 2nd way back before this was happening. And if you guys notice on this chart, it says March 4th. This candle right here is March 2nd. This candle right here is March 3rd. So I was saying a major move was going to happen March 2nd and March 3rd. So technically, though, this candle opened up March 2nd. So it was exactly as I predicted. And this line was March 4th. So I told you March 4th was going to be the day that we're going to end the trend. But I also said March 2nd. So I was confirming that this day was going to be the drop. And if you guys notice what happened that March 2nd, which was, I believe, this opened up on the 2nd, and then after that we did a big giant drop. So what I'm trying to point out is that this line is on green. So we moved up, and look at this next line right here is saying green again. So the fact that this is green, we did drop, but we found this perfect support right here at this bottom, which is telling me that we have a chance of working our way back up to this top box. And this top box is coming in at, the bottom is at 46,700 and the top of it is at 47,900. So my idea, the same way with this box right here, how we came down and just possibly touched it like that, that could also be the where we at least just touch it. But the thing is we need to break above this major line right here first. So the thing is like I said, we need to break above that one first. And if we break above this one, then I'm guaranteeing that we're making it up to this one. So that's why I was saying is that this major move is definitely going to be happening fairly soon. And since we're looking like we're at the bottom, this is where the next move could be coming in at. So that was on Bitcoin. So that's where I'm saying is that Bitcoin has a lot of information right now telling me that we could be pumping up. So you definitely don't want to miss that one. So this chart was the same chart as previous, like this one, but it's just with the Fibonacci chart, and it's just showing me these key areas and stuff. And as you can see, there's a white line in between this one, and that's where we're finding this support. So like I said, we're in the middle of a decision area. This white line is indecisive, so wherever we're at on this line, it's letting you know that we haven't made up our mind yet. But the thing is what could be coming, and we're currently priced right now is 1975, so we are definitely pumping up a little bit. So let's just keep moving that up, and we could be still working our way up. Our next goal is going to be 2012. So if we can make it up to 2012, then yeah, we're pumping. So, but yeah, that's what I was thinking with the whole Bitcoin stuff, is that Bitcoin is going to have the dominance, which means it's going to suck up a lot of the money. So the fact that it's going to get a lot of the money means it's going to have a bigger move than other coins. So this is not financial advice. This is just personal opinion. So what I did personally is that I had money. I had some money into Ethereum, and what I did is not all of it, but just some of it I took out of Ethereum because I put at a good price back then. So I'm taking my Ethereum profits and I'm putting it into Bitcoin, for the reason that if Bitcoin moves more than Ethereum, I'll gain more percentage on my Bitcoin than I will my Ethereum, since everything is saying Bitcoin is going to be more dominant. So like I said, I don't say it because I want to say it. I just say it because the charts say that. So if the charts are telling me that Bitcoin is going to be more dominant than Ethereum, it would be dumb to keep my money in Ethereum if it only moves 5% when I know something else could be moving more than 5% or something. I don't know how high, but I'm just saying this for example. But that's just my idea of how I'm thinking about it. So like I said, it's not financial advice. That's just my idea. So and like I said, we are in this bull flag still forming. So if you notice, previously we got a bounce at the bottom. We got a bounce pretty much at the bottom. We got a bounce at the bottom, and every time we pretty much came lower. But if you notice, this one we didn't come all the way to the bottom. So that's kind of telling me that this is where we're finding this support. So if we were to drop and we are catching this support, our next target will be the top of this line right here. So if we could break that line, it's going to confirm these next few moves up here, at least probably if we could break it up to this line somewhere. And that's coming in around 21. All right, let's check this next chart. Actually, let me see this fib circle on the other side. So we're going to be hitting this fib circle pretty much April 20th. So around April 20th is when I believe we could be like making this major decision. So in the next few days we could be just working our way up, but once we hit this line is when I think it could be working its way up. Let me see. Yeah, I did move those lines. So the thing is, let me see. This line is coming in around April 20th. Still the same thing. So if we do work our way back all the way down here, this is where that move is going to happen, around April 20th. And if you notice, when we hit this line over here, we pumped up, which is also telling me that if we're finding. Okay, and look, this major trend line right here all the way across in the middle has been major support, resistance. It's been everything we need, support and resistance. So now that we broke above it, this is the first time we're touching it. So we caught this bounce off of this major support and resistance area because we already broke above it. So now we turn resistance into support. Now that it's support is why I'm thinking this next move could also be coming up. So definitely watch out for that. Keep up. I did adjust this chart by accident. I might have moved something. So I'm going to just, like I said, it's also, that's just it. Okay, yeah. So this is just on a daily, pretty much that same stuff. So what I'm thinking could happen, actually, since if this is possible, is that we could just work our way up that line. Yeah, because I adjusted this. I gotta fix this up again. I moved it by accident. But yeah, so this is pretty much the falling wedge that I've been calling for the last few days. We did come out of it, hit this box perfectly, came down for a retest perfectly, and now we're working our way up. So the thing is, we just have to continue going up, and if we can make it back up to this box, this is the next major target around 2035. If we can make it up to 2035 and break that, then yeah, we're definitely going to see this next section up here coming in around 2076. So that falling wedge is still playing out perfectly. Yep, still playing out, so that's pretty good. Alright, so this was one of the charts that was also telling me something could be possibly going on. Let's see. This is one of them, okay? So the thing is this is what's also telling me that the Bitcoin dominance could be playing out. So with this line hitting green, we went up perfectly, right? But the thing is this line hit red. We can't just assume that the chart is right only when we want it. So if I see green, I'm like, oh, it's right. But if I see red, I can't be like, oh, it's wrong, just because it's not what I want it to be. But the thing is since we hit green and we went up to red, the fact that we hit red right here is confirming this move down. But the thing is if we move up, the only as high as we can go is probably about this high, which is as low as 23.24. So we need to 23.24. So, and that's exactly where it's at, 23.24 right there, where this yellow line is stopping. So this is where I'm thinking is that we're gonna come down up to that or whatever. And if we start pumping up, that's going to be the highest we go, though. So that's what I'm saying is if we move up, once we hit this line, the 23.25 area is when we're going to start cooling off. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty much just telling me, like I said, but this is another chart, okay? So this is a different chart. So the only thing is, though, so this is why I'm saying is that this is still possible that we come down, but we can still go up, but we just can't pass that 23.25 area, because then that'll confirm that this chart wasn't right. But if it comes up to this line and it gets rejected, at least so this other chart is telling me, like I said, look, we hit red, we came down. Technically we hit green, meaning we're gonna probably come up. So we need to close above pretty much this blue box. So that's why I say this chart is telling me we're gonna have a small little pump. So if that small pump is correct on this chart, then that means this small little pump on this one is gonna be correct, but we're also letting me know we're only gonna get as high as that. So like I said, kind of letting me know we are going to pump up a little bit. But yeah, so that's kind of what I got right now for Hbar. If you guys like that video, please like and subscribe. If you guys want to see more videos, I'll be making a second video later today if this could get 15 likes. So very important moves coming up, so definitely don't want to miss that. I appreciate anybody who made it this far into the video. You're definitely a soldier, and you're definitely a part of the Bit crew. So thank you for joining the Bit crew, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.